Hey there, guys. Melissa here to do a timeless love reading, love and life reading for all the signs. I'm Melissa. I am going to be your tarot card reader. Hey, J Dubs. For the day here, we are going to get started in just a moment. But before we do, anything you need to know about myself or the channel, you can find either in the description box below the About section of my channel or the community tab. You can also check out my website, which is www.thetaropist.com. That is where you will book personal readings if you're interested in that. Anything you would need to know about leaving donations or my Amazon wish list, all can be found in the About section, linked, I believe, or in the description box below, one or the both of those things, okay? We are going to be doing a live Q&A after this. Let's get some Palo Santo up in this beach. So we're going to be doing a live Q&A after this. That will be free for anybody, but Super Chats or Cash App or PayPal will jump the line, okay? You guys, I need my phone. I can't see anything right now. Oh, it's just going to be a day. It's a little earlier than I'm used to doing this, but I wanted to get you guys taken care of before I have a bunch of other stuff to take care of today. So let's see what we got. Let me make sure that we're obviously live. I've already done my whole spiel, so that would be a big waste of life if we're not live. Okay, we are live. We have volume, so that's awesome. So yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hey, Victorious Love. Hey, Jira. Jaira. And J-Dubs. Hi, guys. My name is Melissa. Oh my God, I'm not going to go through it all over again. You guys, I love you, okay? Do I feel a little weird, like something's missing? I feel like it is, but it's not. So let's get some Palo Santo cooking here for us, and then we'll get started on this tarot card reading. So yes, please do stick around after the show. There will be it's in a different reading, but it'll be live Q&A. That isn't now. We're going to go through the signs starting on Sagittarius. Sagittarius, happy birthday, and we will get to you in just a moment here. A lot of energy today. I'm not going to lie about that. I can feel something, and I don't know what's going on astrologically. I'm not an astrologer, folks, ladies and gentlemen. I am a channel and a Heyoka empath, if you ever wanted to know anything about me. So I don't think I have that written in my About section at this time, but I'm working on kind of revamping the entire channel. So do keep your eyes peeled for updates and changes that are to come. But I don't feel called to study anything, okay? I feel called to not study anything because the divine has just kind of made it clear for me that we are, our brains are so easily swayed toward what we see or read, what we read or hear, I should say. But the information that I get comes from the divine, or information that they ask me to pay attention to, like here's something that the divine does this for you as well. By the way, they want me to mention this. The divine will call you to information or people that resonate with you or what, your core beliefs. Not to say anybody's core beliefs are correct or incorrect. It's to say that this is what resonates with you. This is what's on your vibration. This is not. This is how we either do or don't resonate with somebody, okay? So my guides or God has guided me not to do any formal education in anything. They just want me to use my channel as a gift, while I love a lot of people who have gone out and studied things. And I will list some of those like astrologers and things in the description box below for you. That is not what I feel drawn to do or called to do. So I'm just a channel, and I'm just here, to kind of help people through different situations. Usually love situations, but any life situations. And I'll bring up anything, even though we're going to do a love reading here. I'll bring up anything that the divine brings up, okay? Hi, Prissy Cat. I love you guys so much. Okay, so let's get started on Saggy. Saggy, happy birthday. Happy solar return again. You are shining brightly at this time. I've seen a few of Sagittarians cruising around looking sly than a motherfucker. So Saggy, let's get you some romance angels, and then actually, you know what? We're going to start on the Moonology deck. Rings are a-fallen today, okay? Oh, you know what it is, you guys? I kind of went a while without my eating healthy, okay? Because I couldn't, and maybe because I'm lazy, whatever. I don't care what it is. But the energy difference in taking care of your body health-wise is wild. Okay, I'm going to say right now, I don't know. So I'm going back to like doing the 16 hours of fasting and trying to eat more healthfully. We can't eat all organic, and I don't know that unless you're rich, it's pretty hard to do it this time. It's hard to eat shit right now. Okay, fucking $25 for 5 eggs. But so, anyways, you guys. But I just want to just point out that the more healthily you can, the more life force energy you can get into your body, however you can get it in there. This can also, by the way, I want to just mention this. Anybody that you can tell is channeling divine information, which there are a bunch of brilliant motherfuckers out here that are doing that. They can give you life force energy by the words that they're speaking or the energy that they're exuding. Okay, just so you know. But consuming as healthy a food as you possibly can. Anything that was grown by God, if you can get it without the pesticides and things like that, wonderful. If you can't, some of us just literally can't at this time. Okay. Okay, honey. Thank you, Mina. Oh, hey, honey. You're from I love you. You're from Facebook. I knew the name seemed familiar, but not from over here. So, okay. Or maybe you are from over here originally, but I think I've seen you over there. So thank you for being here, and I love you. So you guys, we have the energy is gaining momentum. Okay. Sagittarius. Sorry, I just kind of took over your whole reading there. I like the sound of this, and I feel this energy at this time. So I feel like there's something that you've been working hard on, right? And I always get the energy on this particular, I feel like this is business, by the way, for most of you. Could be relationship, could be like you feel like you're not getting anywhere with someone, but there's underlying momentum being gained, okay? And that could be in your business life, which is really what I feel like it is for most of you, that you're working really hard on something that you've seen very little movement. And it's like when something is gaining momentum, it goes from 0 to 60 when it finally gets traction. Okay. So I do feel like you worked really hard on something and you're not going to miss out on the fruits from all that. It's all going to come in divine time. And it's all going to come in. So I feel like it's going to start out with a huge bang and then it's going to taper out. You know, it's just going to kind of be even keeled after that. But I do feel like you have a lot of fruits coming for a lot of hard work you've done. And we're going to get into your love reading. We're going to take the 4 of Cups and the 9 of Wands in your energy, but that wasn't the deck we were going for. And I guess, you know what? We're really going to motherfucking wing it today. I will decide after I get your Romance Angels card if we're going to keep those cards. Okay, you guys, bear with me. So we've got, let's see what we get for the Romance Angels. The energy is gaining momentum. And again, since we're doing a love reading as well, I feel like that will pertain to your love reading as well. But for a lot of you Sagittarians, I do feel like you've put a lot of work, heart, soul, and a lot of effort into something that the divine didn't want. This is always real to test our, you know, if it's really what we want to do. We'll only keep going towards a goal. I mean, of course, if we're looking for the money aspect of it, some people are very dedicated to that as well. But a lot of people who are only looking for a paycheck, which I don't think you're doing, will just hop around from thing to thing, trying to find whatever thing pays out first or fastest. Where I think you're working on something the divine really wanted you to prove to yourself was for you. Okay, that's interesting stuff. We've got healing family issues. So I do feel like there is a love situation that you're possibly overlooking intentionally. I don't think you don't see it. I think that you are trying to end out a cycle here. The 9 of Wands it asks you not to give up, right, on whatever you're pursuing. First of all, again, you're gaining momentum here. This is gaining momentum in a general sense is really just, you might not see the work that you and God are doing on your interiors, but it's happening and you are growing. And there's going to be a moment where you are all of a sudden look back and go, I felt like I was treading water and my boat is fucking, or you can't even see the shoreline anymore. Okay. So you've gotten a lot further than you think you've gotten in self-healing is what I'm getting here. I don't need that anymore. So we've got healing family issues and children. Your love life is being affected by children. That could be a thing that you're being, or that there's some inner child work needing to be done to heal these family issues so that you can really see the things that bring you joy. So I'm going to say this 4 of Cups right now is bringing up the same thing I bring up like with the 5 of Wands and stuff. It's bringing up an energy of unable to feel joy or anything because we have something sort of trapped over our sacral chakra energy. Usually it's a block, right? So usually those blocks include fears or past traumas, things that need to be healed or overcome, okay? Once we heal or overcome those things, we're able to actually access that sacral chakra. If you all know what the sacral chakra, it brings sort of your inspirations. It gives you, where you know what your purpose is and you want to go after it. and your ability to feel joy or connect with other humans. There's a lot that the sacral chakra does for us. And the Four of Cups is really about not being able to access our sacral chakra energy. So really having a hard time creating anything that brings joy to you. It's like everything you touch or look at, you're like, meh, I don't, it's not really doing anything for me, even though it's maybe what you feel called to do. So there's a strong need to heal whatever this is so that it can get off of your sacral chakra energy and your core energy and all of your chakras. They're all being blocked right now by this, whatever this is, healing family issues. Something I'm getting an energy of, there's even a way of being that you feel pressured culturally, maybe so. I'm not going to take that in reverse because I actually have the whole deck in reverse. The Four of Swords here in their energy. So I feel like this person is doing a lot of healing as well, but I'm getting there's a strong need to kind of separate from a cultural, this is not going to be for everybody, this part. Anything that you feel pressured to do because other people said that's how the person like you should do it is unhealthy control. It's toxic masculine energy. So there's a strong need for you to do what is meant for you. And I feel like it's saying like you've done what they said to do and you've done it well, but you don't feel good about it and you're not, So there's a need to really release the idea that you need to be any certain way for any certain person. And only to do the things that really do bring joy to your soul for yourself. Okay. That's our only job here. We've been lied to a little bit about what we are each supposed to be doing here or what our job is. We're not supposed to be doing anything. We're supposed to be finding what makes us happy. That's it. Okay. And whatever you feel called to do within that is what I would say you should do. I'm sorry. I'm on Sagittarius, honey. Hi, Katie Capricorn. I don't know why that didn't say or show it. Hi, honey. Okay, you guys, we're getting a little winded here on Saggy. I love you so much. There's a lot of stuff coming through. This is going to be a message day, kind of a day. We got the Six of Cups in your potential outcome. I do feel like you have a soulmate in your presence, in your energy here that you're needing to do some healing to be able to even see. It's like maybe you see them, but you can't see who they are to you because, again, the sacral chakra is I'm getting like Venus. It could be a Libra. I'm getting Venus. I don't know if sacral chakra and Venus are connected. I have no idea. Okay. I'm not an astrologer or anything else, but this is the energies that are coming in right now is that you're having a hard time fulfilling your own joy because you're trying to appease, I'm getting your family, but it could be just society in general. And you're really doubting yourself and needing to let go of that old toxic masculine way. Male, female, or non-binary, we've all been taught that if we don't follow this particular standard that we don't add up. But the truth is that it's why everybody's running around so lost because we've been taught to follow a crowd that didn't know where the fuck they were going. Okay. I'm sorry, but I do feel like you have a soulmate in your energy that's in the middle of doing some healing. And I think it's a good time for you to jump in and do that healing too. Because I think you have a really powerful connection coming in for you that will be the kind of love that you've always wanted, but it's not maybe going to fit the exact standard that you thought it would fit, but it's going to feel better than you thought it would feel even. Okay. That's what I'm getting for you. I love you so much. And we are moving right along here, guys. Just Capricorn. Capricorn. Hey, gorgeous. My name is Melissa. We're going to get you a Moonology card or two here. I think we're just going to have to let that ring go for today. Okay. Because that one keeps falling off. And that's interesting. So one day, you guys, of being back on my little healthy food and my rings are falling off. There was like a week or two where they didn't. Okay. I just want to talk about the inflammation that our food causes in our body is literally inflaming our organs and causing them to fail. Okay. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but there's a strong need to eat as healthfully as you can. And I think that it just should be illegal for the grocery stores to sell the shit, but it's not. And also we're not prepared for that type of evolution yet. But I always say there's a strong, if you have the capability of making your own garden and eating fresh fruit, vegetables from that, that's ideal. Okay. But anything as healthy as you can get will do. Emotions are running high, Capricorn. Are you guys feeling all this? I'm feeling such a strong channeled energy today, like a strong, I don't know what's going on in the other worlds or in the astral worlds, but emotions are running high here, Capricorn, and release control. Kind of the energy of what I was just talking about. I wonder if that message was for you. Let's get some romance angels, though. Emotions are running high and release control. It's about surrendering to the divine plan, and it's not easy. It's easier said than done for sure. We all talk about it, but the energy of actually surrendering is it's a hard place to get to. I will say, like, I can slowly wake up every morning over time recognizing where I've surrendered just a bit more, right? I don't think I consciously did that. I do pray at night for that surrender, you know? So I think there's a strong need to do that. Just pray to surrender to the divine plan, or to, you know, to kind of be able to release the fears and the anxieties of, you know, trying to appease the masses or the world around you or whatever it is, or even your own expectations. And just know that, you know, your best is good enough. That's what I'm getting here. If it's beyond your control, I saw a meme, and I'll try to link it in the community tab. But if it's beyond your control, it should be out of your mind as well. If it's out of your control, it should also have freedom from your mind, or something like that, is what I'm getting here. So I'm just going to take forgiving and learning. Okay, we got a lot of forgiveness happening, and healing family issues. Whew, a lot of this going on. Of course it is, because that's what we're all trying to do, is break generational curses. And it isn't easy. And the generations before us are certainly not making it any easier. So I do feel like there is a family for you. I'm feeling like there might be some family members kind of trying to deter you from your path of evolution. Let's get some more though. But it might just be your inability to let go of their expectations, even if they're not constantly making you feel like they expect this of you. Just an expectation that you grew up with is kind of the energy that I'm getting. You got the Hierophant in your energy for this love reading, the Eight of Wands in their energy, and then the potential outcome is the Magician here, and we've got the Seven of Swords as the overarching energy. Now, let's just talk about the Seven of Swords, because everybody gets so scared of it. Hi, Reluctant Princess 144. Oh, you guys, I'm in a weird mood. But the Seven of Swords, overarching energy here, Capricorn. Other energy, wildly beautiful. But I do feel that we're in the midst of the Hanged Man, kind of in separation here, or maybe you haven't even come into connection yet. But the point is that we're gaining a higher perspective. And in the meantime, I don't think anybody's sharing anything. And that's good. That's okay. Yeah, but maybe don't share before we know what the fuck to share, or whatever it is. Or because maybe we aren't able to even access how we really feel about this person, because we're healing family issues and passing some spiritual tests. You could be in separation in a marriage. I don't really feel that energy. I do feel like you're actually manifesting a marriage or a long-term connection here. The Eight of Wands is about the conclusion to a confusing, it's like about a quick, successful conclusion to a confusing situation. So I do believe that there is like whatever has been, I feel like it's been stagnant for a while, and we've kind of been keeping our cards close to our chest. I believe in order to bring this in, we're going to have to be more forthcoming, but I do believe that it's all been in divine orchestration, meaning I don't think we were supposed to share anything before now. And I do think that line of communication is being opened. Okay. For you, that's what I feel. So I feel like separation, for those of you who are separated, is over, or I just feel like you're finally ready to actually have an openly communicative relationship with somebody that you've manifested. And I do believe that is in your energy, or coming in, because I think you've done a lot of healing from family issues. And I think there's like one last, I feel like I don't know why I feel like this, but kind of one last really releasing, saying goodbye to that. Just even sometimes I will literally I cry. I'm a Cancerian. Sometimes I will cry and release like my old belief system. You've protected me for so long. Thank you so much. I love you so much. And I'll cry it out and release that shit. Okay. So I do feel like a strong need to release an old way of believing and thinking, or even maybe a need to release a toxic family member who is making you feel like the way your evolution is toxic. I was like, no, that's actually not toxic. The evolution is, we're here to anybody who's manning their way through evolution and having to fight past a bunch of toxic people that, was in their toxic past, who are blaming, you for the being crazy or something's wrong with you. It's not easy work, but it's not for the weak or weary or whatever, and not for the faint of heart, all this stuff coming in, the work you're doing. But it is, it's the only way to have true fulfillment and happiness. It's like, you can't unsee what you know at this time. Okay. Is what I'm getting here. And there's a strong need to disconnect from anybody trying to force you to stay stuck in a lower vibration. Okay. I love you guys so much. We are moving right along to Aquarius. Aquarius. Hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa. Me and my friend Melissa here. Oh my God, guys. Oh, we're going to be your tarot card reader. I can't stop saying we're. Oh, you guys, stop it. So let's get you. I can't. I gotta slow down, okay? This energy is wild. I woke up like in a whole new vibration, it feels like. We're slowing down. We're going to get you some of these Moonology cards, and one or two, we'll find out, or maybe three. Let's see. We got Step Into Your Power here, Aquarius, and Honor Your Feelings. That's how you step into your power, baby, okay? If it's real for you, it's real for you. Nobody gets to tell you any motherfucking different. So how we honor ourselves is by trusting our own feelings and our own. Now, believe me, our fears can take a hold of us. So there's a strong need to understand what are your feelings, what are your fears, and even your fears have justification. Okay, they're usually for a reason. Sometimes for reasons unbeknownst to us. Okay, so sometimes we are literally, I don't know what indoctrinated means, but that's coming through. So I always just say brainwashed. But we are shamed from a very young age to kind of go down a very narrow pathway of thought. Is what I'm getting here for you. And I am getting that you're needing to honor yourself, assess the situation, honor your own feelings in a situation where you've been taught that whatever you're feeling isn't adequate or valid. Okay. This is interesting stuff coming through. That could be in any situation in your life, but honor your feelings. There's something that you're being called to or drawn to that might go against what the world thinks. Okay. And that's okay, because the world thinks they think so. They have such a, what's the right word here? They're so stubborn and set in their ways, but it's not even their ways. They're set in somebody else's ways. They've been trained to think, right? So it's so interesting for me. But the people who will fight you the most on what you know are the people who don't actually know how to think for themselves. So they're so stuck and set in a way that they've been brainwashed to think is truth. And they're the ones who will fight the hardest. Okay. And I feel like you're being fought hard on whatever it is you feel called to do in your business life, is whatever your purpose is here on earth. And there's a strong need for you to understand that is their human nature, and that is what they're going to do. It's your job to know that it has nothing to do with you and that you are being called to it for a reason. You need to honor whatever it is you feel called to do. Okay. Only you can do that. Nobody else can honor that for you. So that's a strong need here. So we've got express your love and go ahead and make the romantic gesture. This is now a love reading. So yeah, I get this on you quite a bit here, Aqua, that there might be a need for you to be communicative about your feelings with somebody. Now, I'm not talking to everybody. If you've already communicated with somebody and they have not reciprocated or shown you any type of, there's a lot of things that I talk about, and I'm gonna try to clear it up real quick right now. I always talk about if somebody is, there's this runner chaser bullshit. There's a strong need if somebody is running from you to not chase them, because literally they're not for you. If they are for you, it means that there's still healing that needs to be done, and we aren't supposed to be focusing on them. We're supposed to be focusing on ourselves, and then naturally the connection can come in. But either way, we are not to be chasing people because it's either the wrong person or the wrong time. Okay. I feel like I hope I cleared that up very soon though, and express your love. I do feel like there's somebody, for whoever I'm reading for, that needs to express themselves clearly to somebody who this could really be, come into connection very soon here. Maybe it has been in separation. Maybe, we got the King of Cups here. Could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with. It does feel like true love, okay? But again, I feel like you feel something strongly, but I feel like you are, I'm getting keeping your cards close to your chest, which I don't have the Seven of Swords here, but I feel like you've been less than communicative with somebody, maybe because you don't trust your own feelings for them, but literally you wouldn't have them if they weren't real. So there is some reality to them, but trying to get to the bottom of what the reality of them are. Sometimes we think we love somebody because we don't love ourselves, right? And we feel like we need external sources to kind of fill that gap or void, when only we can actually fill that gap or void. But sometimes it literally is a love connection. In either case, I think you'll be able to find out more quickly if you're communicative. Clearly, if you communicate clearly. So you got two kings here, the King of Cups in your energy, the King of Swords in their energy. Could be dealing with another Aquarius now as well. Interesting. I could see that being, well, I feel like you guys wouldn't really need each other to express feelings so much. Might be a great match. I don't know. We got the Page of Pentacles in the potential outcome. I do love that, actually. I feel like it's saying that we've got right now two people that are kind of sitting in their logic and kind of using their, I do believe it's true deep love with the King of Cups, but he can also be a little colder on the surface, right? He doesn't necessarily spill his emotions all over the place while he's full of them. And I feel like this is saying that there needs to be some sort of vulnerable communication, or there's going to be some sort of vulnerable communication. The pages are all messengers, and the Page of Pentacles for me Well, they're all vulnerable, right? They're all youthful, I guess. Maybe not vulnerable. They're not like vulnerable to it. They're not weak, right? Vulnerable means being like raw and authentic with somebody. And I feel like that is, it's kind of like doing like the Fool card. We're doing something with our past hurts not stopping us. I feel like there's past hurts stopping you. That's what I'm going to say. But I do feel like ultimately in the outcome here, you guys are maybe even very quickly going to be communicating with each other your thoughts vulnerably. It's asking you to honor your feelings and communicate them clearly to whomever this is. If they don't reciprocate, that is, you'll be surprised at how we've kind of like talked up in our head how scary that moment of rejection will be, and it's actually one of the most relieving moments in life. Okay, so we are afraid of this rejection that actually feels quite good when we get it, if we actually finally get it, if that makes sense, and I hope it does. But communicating clearly is how we do that, and there's a lot of need to get it out of our thoughts, out of our heads, and out of our mouths. Okay, if that makes sense, I hope so. We're moving right along here to. Hi, Patricia. Hello. Oh, you guys. Pisces, my name is Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader. We are going to get you some Moonology cards as well as some Romance Angels and Tarot. We're going to start out just with a general message for you from the from the Moonology deck, and then we'll get into a little love reading as well. It says reflect on your, I can't read upside down, but I'm trying. Reflect on your priorities here. All right. So yeah, there might be something that we are putting, I'm getting the same thing. Sometimes we put things first because the world says they should be our priority, but they really shouldn't. And what is a priority is that you find what makes you happy in this lifetime. And it says work through your fears. Yeah, there's something that you're not making a priority. You're actually telling yourself that it's because you don't think it's important, but or there's something like that you, maybe even telling yourself you don't want it, or you don't like it, or you don't. Okay, this could be in your love life as well, but it's saying here that you're actually lying to yourself and telling yourself, I don't want that shit anyways, right? Because you don't think you can get it, okay? But you can, and it's for you, and you do like it. And there's a strong need to stop. We do this to ourselves. Stop lying to yourself about something that you want because you think you can't have it. Again, if you do desire it, and if you don't desire it, I'm not trying to force you into liking shit you don't like, okay? But the divine is telling me there's a Pisces out here who is avoiding going after something, and they're even telling themselves they're not going after it because they don't want it, but they're not going after it because they don't think they can attain it, and you can. If it's in your heart, it's already yours. You just need to unblock your sacral chakra and your, whatever other chakras, your core energy, so you can go get it, okay? So it can come to you, I guess, even more than you can go get it. That's what I'm getting here. But there is a strong need to overcome this fear. And I do believe the divine is calling you to do that in some way. Just even acknowledging that we want something and that we're afraid that we can't have it is overcoming that fear. We're accepting that fear, acknowledging that fear, okay? But we will tell ourselves, this is a very real lie. We tell ourselves daily, I don't like them anyways. I don't want that, but it's really that we're afraid we're not going to be liked by them, or that we don't, that we aren't going to be able to get it. So we'll lie to ourselves and go like far left with it. We hate that. Okay. Serious shit. Okay. So we've got healing. God, you guys, healing family issues is real serious here. And I think most of us out here on YouTube in this tarot community, watching tarot card readings are seriously being called to overcome or break generational curses. So healing family issues is what that will do. So generations beyond yours will be able to actually enjoy this life fully. And you will be able to too, as long as you know that that's the job that you have here, is to do whatever it is you feel called to do by the heart, and to fulfill those needs of yours and your own desires, not anybody else's. Okay. Not your family's, not anybody else's. Healing family issues and romantic feelings. So let's see what we got here. If you are feeling like you're a divine counterpart, I just feel like saying this. So sometimes, or even a twin flame or whatever these, I don't really care about the labels or what they mean. But if you're feeling very strongly called to a purpose here, and you feel like you may have a purpose partner out there, a lot of times that will go against something that you've known from your family. Okay. I feel like that there's not that card here. We have the 5 of Cups. Yeah. I feel like you're breaking your own heart. But this is another card of needing to heal something from the past, family issues. I feel like your family has put some sort of expectation on you that is impossible to, I feel like you have somebody really wonderful in your energy. I don't know if they don't, maybe your family doesn't like them. It's a weird energy, and let me just feel it out before I go on. Yeah, I'm getting almost like that your family doesn't approve. So, and maybe it's like a family, old family friend. For some of you, this is very specific, and this is not going to be for everybody, but something to the effect of a family friend that had a falling out with your family. Okay, so something like that. But I feel like I feel like it was all purposeful, like even the falling out with the family, and that you have these strong feelings. Feels very Romeo Juliet-y. I get that a lot. A divine counterpart will feel. Romeo and Juliet were divine counterparts, by the way. Let me just be clear. Anything that will break that kind of help shatter third dimensional expectations that we put on each other and on ourselves. Okay. I do feel like you have a very, something you're feeling very drawn to, very passionate about, very connected to. Wow. I feel like you have generational wealth coming. Okay. What I'm going to say is I was saying earlier that I feel like you're breaking generational curses, and I believe you're setting up the next generation for generational wealth, and just in every area, mental, spiritual, physical, health, emotional health. Okay. And the Emperor is under that after I'm talking about divine counterparts. This is very strong, very sexy connection, but there's a strong need for you to heal. And I'm getting, and it could be anything from your past. It could be relationships. It could be childhood trauma. I'm getting an actual expectation that was put on you from childhood. Okay. That you're going to need to, I almost feel like you've been shamed by your own family, maybe at a young age. There's some trauma there, right? That you weren't supposed to have to feel. Well, you were actually to become a divine counterpart later on. But they're the only way to really step into that new position, the divine counterpart, whatever you want to call those. I don't care what kind of connection it is. Feels very purposeful. The only way to step in is by healing that and overcoming that fear of not being approved by your own family or whoever, this society as a whole. So that's what I'm getting here. And there's a strong need for you to get that your emotions or your to work through your fears. I was going to say there's your emotions, but this is true. Your feelings are real and worthy of exploring. I got all these cards coming through that aren't fucking here, but it's just like, that's what's coming through. And there's a strong need for you to trust yourself and your own feelings and not listen to everybody else's for you in your life. Okay. Hi, we're moving right along, guys. Aries, my name is Melissa. We're on a mission here today, I guess. We are waking up the world or something. I don't know what the hell we're doing today. But we are going to get some of these, whatever these are called, Moonology cards. And then we are going to get some tarot as well as romance angels. Guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the tribe. All of you that are always here and do always engage, thank you so much. I really do appreciate all of you. I don't know if I say it enough or very much. I literally sit and feel it in my core, like I could feel the vibration of love coming from many of you, and I really appreciate that. That is, what kind of keeps me going, even in the moments where I feel like I'm going nowhere, right? Where I'm treading water. So thank you so much. Your support is everything to me. Of course, God is trying to make sure that it's not everything to me, right? That's why I'm in this hold up here, in this hanged man mode. But we're working on it. So know your worth here, Aries, and be bold and make first move here. I feel like that is you, is it? Cardinal Moon. It feels like it should be you, and I feel like you are bold and you do make the first move, but we're going to move into so maybe there's something that you're kind of holding back because you don't think it says know your worth and be bold and make the first move. I feel like you think something is out of your league. I don't think it's a person, but it could be. It's like a position, and it's not out of your league. It's for you. It's like literally what you're meant to do. So there's a strong need to really reflect, get to know yourself and your worth, put yourself out in uncomfortable situations, go for the things that you think are too big for you, stuff like that. Okay. Because they are for you, and you're going to have things that don't come in, they fail or whatever, rejection, all these things that God is actually doing just to strengthen you. But sitting somewhere stagnantly because you're afraid of getting rejected is, it's a fear, and there's a need to know your worth. If you do get rejected, you're going to be just fine. You're going to learn a lot more from that than not trying at all. Okay. Is what I'm getting here. We're going to get into your love reading now, guys. Such interesting energies today. Oh, and I was going to say that I'm doing a live Q&A after this. It's going to be in a different screen, so you'll have to go out of this after we're done and re-click on that. You can do that now, by the way. I already have that reading up, and you can go down to the live tab on my channel, and it will say upcoming. And you can pop your questions in now. Those are free questions, guys, but they also, if you want to jump the line, you can super chat, Cash App, or PayPal. Okay? So here we go. Let your friends help you here. And playfulness. Okay? I get it saying like, enjoy time with your friends at this time. Okay? Playfulness. I feel like it's asking you to let your fucking hair down here a little bit. Let me see. Something we're getting a little too serious here, which believe me, I have to talk myself off the ledge 20 times a day. Okay, Melissa, this is not all over with. Everything's fine. We're going to be just fine. Let's have a little fun. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you. These are popping out like in the reverse every single time. I'm not taking them in the reverse. 4 of Wands here. I don't really take reversals, but I also feel like there's something strange going on. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I'm backwards and upside down today, but we got the 4 of Wands in your energy, the 2 of Wands in their energy, and the Queen of Pentacles in the potential outcome here. We got the 3. Wow. The 2, 3, and the 4 of Wands. That's cute, kind of, right? I feel like you should look up 2, 3, 4 angel number. Okay, I'm going to say that. I got the Knight of Cups underneath the 3. It's like you're waiting for Prince Charming, and Prince Charming is near. Okay, like male, female, or non-binary, like the best kind of ushy gushy gooey kind of love that you didn't know you even wanted, but you're gonna know you wanted it as soon as you get it. Okay, I was talking to Pisces about this, that we lie to ourselves. We say, oh, that's not even what we want. We don't even want that. So because it takes away the pain of feeling like it doesn't want us back. But whatever you do want does want you, but there's a strong need for you to acknowledge what you want in order to receive it, okay? Weird stuff coming through. The 4 of Wands, I love it. So I feel like you're leveling up probably into that very awareness, okay? Whatever I just said, I spewed out. I don't even remember what it was now, but it felt profound. 2 of Wands and the person that you have, I feel like there's a need for them to kind of step out of a comfort zone. Maybe the divine is calling them to step in towards you. And they're needing to kind of overcome a fear here. I don't know. They maybe are the ones that need to know their own worth. Either way, I'm going to say if you're feeling called to approach them, then do. That's how we're supposed to do things. Like we're just supposed to be able, with the exception of hurting motherfuckers, right? Or disrespecting people or disrupting people's peace. Telling somebody that you have feelings for them, I don't care if they don't have them back, is never, ever going to be disrupting people's peace, okay? So there's a strong need for us to be able just to communicate clearly with people and then let it go and let the divine take control of it. But the divine cannot communicate for us, okay? So what the divine will do is make you feel like you want to communicate with somebody. And then you just are supposed to. Like that's what we're feeling called to do. And we're not actually going to feel fulfilled from within or get the things that we want to come in with a closed mouth, okay? That's what I'm getting for you right now. I felt a little mean there, and I'm sorry about that. I felt like somebody's dad. That was weird, right? Okay, I love you. And we're moving right along here. To Taurus. Taurus, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader for the next few minutes or so here. We're going to start out with these Moonology cards, and then we will get into a love reading for you as well. We're just going to get a general message from these cards first. Something you feel. Oh, I went and put that ring back on like a weirdo. You guys, what is that? Sometimes I don't feel like I have control over my own moves and actions. So weird, right? Work through your fears here. A lot of that going on, and take time to breathe out. Okay. I don't know what I was rambling on about here, Taurus, but I felt like I was rambling on about something. So work through your fears here and take time to breathe out. Exhale, waiting to exhale. Feel like something about Whitney Houston here. Okay, I love her. I don't know what her sign was. Was she a Taurus? I feel very Whitney Houston-y vibes going on right now. Maybe you knew her, maybe you love her. We've got the that's a powerful energy that you're exuding at this time, Taurus, but it's very Taurian, okay? Like I don't know if anything but the Queen of Swords that mixed with the Emperor screams Taurus better, but that does for me, okay? There's a strong need for you to, I love the Emperor, and I think he's a very powerful being and very prominent, very good at business, but might have a harder time expressing the way they feel, and I think that is true for Taurians as well, or even coming to acknowledging in your own presence the way you feel about something or someone. Could be somebody that you've actually already been in connection with the 7 of Pentacles here. Let me just get the outcome. I'm getting all kinds of, just a strong need for clear communication. This doesn't mean yeah, the Five of Pentacles and the Three of, yeah, it's kind of telling me that you're having a hard time investing in, I feel like something that you've already invested in or something they feel like they've invested in, but I feel like you've been very ice cold with them, and I'm not going to lie about that. I even feel like you think you put boundaries up, but I feel like you've just put a stone cold brick ass wall up. But it is asking you if this means anything. First of all, there's a Three of Swords and the Five of Cups here, or Five of Pentacles here, and I feel like it's saying that this connection is being left out in the cold, because I think you've done a really good job of pursuing business-minded things, or been very good at being practical, logical, prominent even. I feel like you've got some success under your belt and things like that. But what you have unsuccessfully done is healed your own broken hearts. So there's something that's keeping you very busy in business and very successful in business. I feel like it's been meant to be, but I do feel like there's going to be a need to acknowledge it. Again, let it come to the surface for you, to be felt by you. You don't have to do that in front of anybody else. But as a Taurus, I'm sure that just feeling it alone in your own presence is hard enough. So there is a strong need to kind of look back on what might have caused this broken heart, or even I'm getting like a lack mindset. Okay, I love you so much, but I feel like you're successful, but you don't feel successful. I feel like you're feeling all of the negative aspects of your life right now, and there is a strong need for a perspective shift. Or I think you have a lot, but I think you feel like you have nothing. And it's not like you'd look around and you go, I have nothing. But I feel like you're like, but I wish I had true love, or I wish I had this, or something like that. There's a strong need to just also wake up in the morning and thank God for all the things you do have, and then to really try to acknowledge why you don't have the things that you do still want in your life. And it's usually because we need to heal from something, or even just heal our own mindset. But I feel like you do have something that was kind of heartbreaking in your past. Could be a relationship, or could just be that you haven't been forthcoming to this person and need to. Okay, with the Ace of Swords here, there's a strong need for some truth, like honest communication with this person, whoever this is for you. Ace of Wands, Ten of Cups. I do feel like you have somebody that you could literally have everything with, or happily ever after with, but there's a strong need for you to fight your own guard or wall. It's a guard and a wall, and it's a very strong one. And again, I just got this picture that I always give of just like somebody sitting in their house with all their things at 99 years old going, what the fuck? I missed out on the thing that mattered the most, which was connecting with human connection, or soul connection, even whatever it is. I feel like you have a true love in your midst, but you're not you're not willing to be vulnerable or open or honest with them. And I do feel like that has kept the connection separate at this time. Okay. So truthful, honest communication is needed here, is what I'm getting. And I'm moving right along to Gemini. Gemini, hey, gorgeous. My name is Melissa. Going to be your tarot card reader here for the next few minutes or so. We're going to get you a few messages from the divine, whatever they have for you with the Moonology deck, and then we'll jump into a love reading for you as well. Let's just see what we got. We got embrace the flow of life here, Gem. Oh, it says literally full moon in Gemini. I like that. And then expect powerful change. This is one of my favorite cards because of the look of it. And I know you can't really see it, but there. I'm going to try to get it to, can you see how gorgeous? And oh, it's just so shiny. Okay. So beautiful. And it says, expect powerful change. I do feel like there is huge success coming in your future. I think in business and in love, but so it says, embrace the flow of life. So it's really wanting you to give it space to come in, or breathe. Like, what did I just say? I feel like I said what I meant already. Okay. But it is about being thankful for the things. And it might've been the person I was talking to before you. Being thankful for the beauty that we have in our life right now is actually how we invite more of that in. That's literally how. So a lot of us end up focusing on the things that we wish we still had, but that actually invites more of that lack energy in. And I'm not a huge law of attraction person, but I'm talking from experience here, where I think there are some holes and cracks in that whole concept. I don't think I'm better than anybody, but God has been like, that's not exactly accurate. And we can attract financial success from a lack mindset. I've seen people do it. Okay. People that are billionaires, millionaires, I mean, whatever they are, that got there from the ground up with a very lackey mindset. So I've seen that work out. There's not a way, but the way to like masterfully kind of call in all that's meant for you, including your own true happiness, is to really release the negative thoughts. So being thankful for what we already have is how we are going to bring in more quickly the things that we want. Okay. The things that we think we still desire. We actually have everything that we want right in front of us. But if you're like me and you're like, but I can't pay my bills or something like that. So that's kind of the energy I get. But I do feel like Gemini, I don't know what I feel like. You got the 8 of Wands, so quick success. So, and then powerful change and embrace the flow of life. expect powerful change, and then you get the card of quick success. So something is coming in quickly here, and I believe it's saying as soon as you release the need for it to come in, it comes in. I don't know how, the best way to do that, except for that, like I said earlier, I feel like I wake up more aware of that concept. And it's, again, I pray about it, so pray about it. That's what I do. I pray at night about it. I thank God for the things that I have, and then I ask for any clarity that is needed. Last night, I wish I went to pray for that, okay? Because I got a lot of fucking clarity this morning. I'm going to take both of these. 5 of Cups and 5 of Wands, and the potential outcome here. And I believe it's being blocked is what I'm going to say to you. Any 5 for me and the 4 of Cups, any 5 or 4 really is about, in the tarot for me, really are blockages. For me, they always appear to be some sort of blockage, either a mental blockage, a physical blockage, whatever we're doing. I feel like something from our past is blocking our future from coming in here. I do feel like this is wish fulfillment, and there is quick success coming, but at you letting go of something, expectation, embrace the flow of life. Okay, so it's asking you to really allow the energy of flow into your life. I would say there's some meditation and prayer needed there, because I think that is a really hard ask, especially if you don't realize that you are your own block. Yeah, there's a strong need for you to pray about it, okay? And to really ask for that kind of flow to come into your life. I do feel like it could be a Sagittarius. You do have somebody that you that is very attracted to you, but I do feel like I don't know if you're needing maybe it's them that needs to let go of the expectation, but I feel like one or both of you need to. Or maybe it's just saying that you need to communicate clearly, because the block is literally you not communicating. If you never communicate with this person, so when I say embrace the flow of life, it doesn't mean don't communicate with people. We don't just sit in our room, our house, locked in a room to embrace the flow of life. If you feel inspired to communicate with somebody, that is the flow of life, okay? Taking inspired action is the flow of life, okay? So it's not just sitting there waiting for everything to come to us, like they say in the law of attraction. It's misleading for that reason, because the law of attraction really is about taking inspired action that the divine downloads to us. It'll always call us to the things that are meant for us. But we can't let fear or even past pains stop us. So there's a strong need. I think it's you. Maybe it's not you. I think you're supposed to be communicating with them. I'm sorry this got a little jumbled. I think you're supposed to be communicating, but right now you're letting some sort of fear of rejection or something's blocking it, okay? But you're needing to heal that. Maybe pray about that being unblocked, your sacral chakra energy, and then communicate clearly what your needs are, or what you want, or your desires, or your emotions, or whatever it is you need to communicate with this person. I feel like everything could really be successful in this connection if you are able to unblock that fear, overcome that fear, and really do communicate clearly, okay? You guys, alrighty, moving right along here to Cancer. Cancer, my name is Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader here for the next few moments or so. We are going to get you some Moonology cards, as well as some tarot and some romance angels. Did I skip something? No, I didn't. So step into your power. I like the sound of this. It says full quarter moon, or first quarter moon in Aries. Could be dealing with an Aries in love. It doesn't have to be. Step up and lead here, Cancer. You are a cardinal sign. You were built to lead. So there is a strong need for you to step into your power and accept the position, something like that. Assume the position. Wow, no, don't assume the position. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Weird stuff comes through. But yes, step into your power and step up and lead. Pretty strong message, I'll say that. For sure. We're going to get a love reading here as well for you. So we'll get some romance angels. I feel like that's in your business life. I feel like you're supposed to be maybe even stepping into a leadership position at your job, but I don't feel like that, okay? I feel like there's something that you're supposed to be following purposefully. You feel called to do it, you feel drawn to do it, but you're not stepping into your power. You think it's not worth exploring. It is. It's for you, and it's what you're meant to do here in this lifetime, okay? There's a purpose being asking you to step into it, okay? And really just about how do we step into our, if we don't feel called purposefully to a purpose, we can still step into our power. And how we do that is by honoring ourselves and knowing that how we feel about a situation is honorable. Okay. We're not crazy, and we're not, but we've been really brainwashed to think if we think outside of any type of box that we are mentally ill. And so everybody's terrified to think for themselves. Okay. They've literally brainwashed us to be brainwashed. You guys, it's serious. Please understand what I'm saying. They've shamed us into being brainwashed, and it's very serious and scary. What they're doing to is it's driving me insane. What humans think they get to do, what brainwashed humans think they get to do to other humans is just, it makes me want to vomit. But this man's family, this is a good man who really loves everybody. Doesn't always sound fucking sane, right? But loves everybody, has his whole entire career ripped out of his hands, his fucking family ripped out of his hands, all because humans are weak as fuck and they run in packs and they don't know how to fucking think for themselves, okay? They will get you, these people. And it is so scary to me what they're doing to him. And it's all the things I've been talking about on this channel for 2.5 years is literally happening to his life right now. And it's mortifying. That we allow it is sick to me. But you deserve love and worth waiting for. Here, Cancer, I feel that you know who this is already. And, or you... Let me just get more. 2 wands. Eek. I get this on you sometimes, okay, honey, that you might need to be communicative with somebody about how you feel. Step out of the comfort zone here. And it might not be the right person, honey, okay? But it does deserve that you feel that it might be the right person. So it does deserve you honoring it, okay? So there is a strong need for you to be able to communicate clearly or take action towards the things that you feel called to. If this isn't love and it feels, I mean, I'm in the love part of the reading here, it is asking you to step out of your comfort zone. I feel like you got somebody that you think doesn't like you feeling left out in the cold here, okay? But we're going to get an outcome. Wow. Well, I'm not in love with the energy here. The outcome, the 5 of Swords and the King of Swords. It's not like I don't love the person, but I do feel like there might be somebody that you're needing to communicate with clearly. Maybe that you don't like them, okay? Something like that. There might be somebody that's just feeling ghosted by you at this time. Yeah, well, the human curse got him, unfortunately. The easily swayed human collective got him, and the cancel culture and all that abusive, toxic masculine control that the human race has no problem doing. It's disturbing as fuck to me. I keep thinking that everybody must feel the same way as I do underneath it all, but they don't. They just think that that's an okay behavior, that people can just cancel each other and that people can get together in groups and just demolish a human being's life. Yeah, I'm sorry, but where is Black Lives Matter right motherfucking now? Like, why doesn't Kanye's life matter? If he died, I'm sure he'd matter, but it just breaks my soul and it pisses me off. And the way that people are so easily swayed by the government and things like that, really, it bothers me. But I think that's why I'm here. And I think that's why the divine is working on me, controlling my emotions so that I can say these messages clearly. You know, that's the other part, is that Kanye's constantly channeling divine information, and he kind of always seems a little because it's hard to handle the amount of energy that divine channeling brings, right? So it's hard to handle that anyways, but then so it's easily he looks crazy at this time because of that. It just pisses me off. But yeah, the Kardashian curse, or just the Kardashian, they're a strong they're just really a good indicator of how easily swayed the human mind is, okay? But back to you here, Canty Pants. I don't like this connection. It's not because I don't like either party. I do feel like there's somebody, maybe you need to communicate that you don't like this person or something like that, or just be clear and communicate. I almost feel like maybe you think you like somebody, you can communicate that to them and their response is going to make it so you don't like them, okay, something like that. But always stepping out of a comfort zone is going to help you grow. So whatever that is. I do feel like this has been around a while. You got the King and the Queen of Swords. I don't feel like it's a divine counterpart or anything like that. I feel like you got the wrong one in mind, okay, is what I'm going to say to you. And I feel like there's a strong need for you to communicate how you feel about them, whether it is that you like them or you don't like them. I feel like you're supposed to be communicating that to them so you can move forward either way. I do feel like, you know, even if you do think you like them, their response or their lack of response will help you see that you don't really like them, okay? That's what I'm getting here. But communication is key in our lives, okay? And we're moving right along. Hi, Sabrina. Whew. So, woo. We are getting all kinds of shit going on, you guys. Stop it. We are not taking any of that. So, I'm sorry, Canth. Love you. Bye. We forgot to move along. Leo, my name is Melissa. Going to be your tarot card reader here for the next few moments or so. We are going to get you a Moonology card or two, and then we'll get into a love reading for you as well. We're just going to get some general guidance from the Moonology, and then you pop out. Don't let pride get in your way here. Full Moon and Leo. Step out of your comfort zone here. A lot of that needed at this time. Nothing will come of this situation. Don't let pride get in your way. Weird message. I don't really know. Step out of your comfort zone. Nothing will come of this situation. Yeah, I get you're kind of refusing to walk away from a situation because, oh, I get it. It's a marriage. Okay, I feel like I've gotten this on you before. It is talking about your love life here. Sorry, it's just going to all bleed together. We're not going to get a general message. And in any area of your life, so don't let what the world thinks you should be or look like stop you from stepping into things that are meant for you, okay? Or stepping away from things that are not meant for you. You make that call, you decide what's for you and what's not for you. And the world gets to act like they know what the fuck they're talking about at all times and tell you what to do, but you don't have to listen, okay? Ooh. So the Eight of Cups came out in the reverse, and I'm going to keep it that way. I do feel like you could have a soulmate in your future here. You do have a soulmate in your future here, but I got this energy on you the other day that you're holding on tightly to something or things that are literally almost on purpose, that don't mean much to you because you're afraid of stepping out of a comfort zone here. I feel like you're not walking away from a love connection that is has literally nothing will come of the situation. So you're purposefully in a loveless connection. Maybe it's a marriage. Maybe it's just a relationship. Maybe you're just dating people that you know don't really tick. I can never get this. They don't make your heart thump, okay? These are people that you know can't hurt you, so you keep dating or engaging with or marrying people that you know don't have access to your heart fully because you don't really love them. There's a strong need for you to walk away from all of those people, this person. I feel like there's a marriage that you might be letting the world tell you should stay in connection, even though it doesn't have any love in it. I don't think that you treat each other well, or they might not treat you well, whatever it is. But I do feel like you have true love coming in the future here if you can really let go of what society said was acceptable, okay? Because I feel like you're kind of staying stuck in a marriage for many of you. Could be a relationship too, but stuck in a marriage because you're supposed to make it work. You said vows and you were, God will be mad at you. No, God won't. God never wrote those vows. That was written by a human being that has toxic masculine control issues. And while I think that marriage can be a beautiful thing, making it a prison takes away the beauty of it. Okay. So there's a strong need to follow your heart in and out of situations that aren't for you. That's what I'm getting here. I love you so much. I got a lot to say today. I see that. Virgo, my name is Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader for the next few moments or so. We're going to get you a Moonology card here, as well as some tarot and romance angels. We're going to start out with the Moonology and get you a general message. Just give me 1 second here, please. We'll get you a general message, and then we will get a love reading for you as well, you guys. Wow, I got all kinds of fucking stuff. But I love you so much, you guys. I just love you so much, and I want everybody to be able to live the life that they want, not the life that they feel like they are obligated to live. And yeah, I just hate that feeling of being imprisoned by other people's ideals. Hope that makes sense. Okay. Sorry, my YouTube crashed. I don't know if anybody else's did, but that was interesting. So we got your hard work is paying off here, Virgs. I like the sound of that. Woo. And be bold and make first move, okay? Cardinal move. Cardinal moon. Cardinal move. For real, though. Cute. Okay, so there's something that I feel like you've been already working on. I don't feel like you haven't been actionless. But I feel like you know that there's one more step to this. Like you need to step out of a comfort zone is kind of what I'm getting here. Be bold and make the first move. I feel like you know that there's like this next move is needed, but you're hesitating or something like that. But I do feel like, again, your hard work is paying off, but there's a strong need for you to not stop now and all of a sudden get stuck in a frozen in fear, stuck in a comfort zone, something like that. Okay, so pay attention to the red flags in your love life. We're going to move into your love life because I got a little stuck there. I do feel like there's a lot of prosperity ahead for you. And I think you've already put in a lot of work. But I think there's one next move that you're avoiding, needing to step out of a comfort zone, okay? Whatever this next move is, I feel like you already know what it is. I feel like you've already been inspired to do it, and you've been thinking, yeah, I'll just sit here and wait for it to come to me. But it's asking you to step out of a comfort zone or make the first move in a situation, okay? That I feel like is business. But it could be love as well. We'll get more. Pay attention to the red flags and getting to know each other. This is what we got here for the romance angels. So pay attention to the red flags and getting to know each other. I don't ever get this, Virgo, but maybe on you I do kind of, because I do feel like you have a harder time being vulnerable in situations that call for vulnerability or authenticity or transparency. You got the Star card here. I feel like you've done a lot of healing. And I feel like you're really standing out to somebody, but I feel like, let me just get more, but I do feel I'm getting this energy of somebody feeling like, I feel like the red flags here they're asking you, this is a weird message, but it's asking you to be very conscious when conversating with this person to find out where you're actually not being real, vulnerable, and authentic with them. I feel like it's not as easy as they say. You don't just get to go in and I'm going to have a vulnerable conversation with somebody and then just be vulnerable with them. Okay. We have been trained, taught, and have a lifetime of learning how to like navigate our way around conversations in order to not be vulnerable. Okay. So, but in a love connection, there is a strong need. And I believe it's asking you to be more consciously aware of your conversations when you're having them and try to check yourself every single time you try to, I don't know what the right word, I'm getting deflect, but I really don't know what that means. So I'm sorry about that I don't have much of an education, but you probably do know what that means. I'm getting deflect. That might not be the right word, but there's a strong need for you to just be very aware of your conversation with this person and find out in little areas where you may be saying something that isn't exactly accurate to try to either manipulate the outcome or to try to appear could be them. To try to appear, no, I keep getting this on you. Are you dating somebody that's in the public eye, somebody that's famous? I'm kind of getting that you keep trying, they want you and you are the star of their show, okay? But I do feel like you're trying to play some sort of little game here, and it might not be consciously. We play these fucking games all day long. We don't even know we're doing it. I watch, people that you would they have no shade in them, but they're we've been trained to be shady a little bit, okay? Or be mysterious or play this game or try to play hard to get here or do that. But there's a strong need to be let it vomit out of your core, okay? Not real vomit, please, but the words that are coming out of your mouth. Oh my God. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Okay, a lot of weird shit coming through today, you guys, but I love Chris Tucker and the Strength card. I don't know if that just came out now, but I'm keeping it because it felt right. And I do feel like there is something here that the Knight of Swords is the overall feeling of this. All right. There's a few different things coming through here. One is that you might be trying to rush along a situation that needs patience. Okay. with the Strength card in the outcome here. And by this, you might be saying things to them that are trying to get them to do something. There's a strong need to communicate with somebody clearly, but then not have their response or anything, like try not to manipulate the outcome with it. Okay. I don't know. This isn't going to be for everybody. And I'm sorry for whoever this is for. And the message is kind of screwy, but there's a strong need to slow down and to really listen, to pay attention. I feel like you're just saying whatever comes through at this time, or you're just kind of like talking quickly and not allowing yourself to realize when you're saying things that are, I'm getting manipulative, and I'm not calling you a manipulative person, but we have been trained to manipulate situations. We actually have been born to manipulate situations, even as babies, okay? We cry to get what we want, right? But in our adult lives, we've manipulated our way in and out of relationships, business, love relationships, almost all of us, okay? We've been taught to do this. But in this connection, I feel like it's a very strong connection with the Strength card and the Emperor. I feel like they're a very prominent person. It's asking you to not treat this person, and you have the Star card, 3 major arcanas, by the way, and then the overarching energy is the Knight of Swords. But there's a strong need here for you to just be as authentic as you can possibly be, and they need to be as well. But I feel like you're going to inspire them to be. And again, even if you have to say, you know what, wait, I might have said that because I'm used to saying that. I don't know if that's actually how I feel, something like that. Okay. I'm sorry. I love you. And that is a weird message, but I do remember the time in my life where I had to slow myself down like that. Like everybody says, here's an example of what the energy that I'm getting on you is. How are you doing? Good. How are you? I'm not good. I'm losing my fucking house. I got, so there's we have these automated responses, and I feel like you're communicating with some automated responses with this person. And the divine is saying, I don't care how contradictory you might sound when you're trying to come into your truth. Because when you're trying to come into your truth, you will sound contradictory because it's going to go against what you've been brainwashed to believe, okay? But it is asking you to slow down and try to be very consciously aware of what you're communicating to this person, because I feel like you have a divine counterpart in your energy, and there's a strong need for authentic communication, okay? I love you, and I'm moving right along. Oh, nice. I feel like there is my fucking hair stuck in my mouth. Let me just block this person really quick. Okay. Hopefully that works, guys. We are moving right along, Bergs. I love you so much. Good luck with that. And Libra. Libra, Melissa here to do a little reading for you. We're going to start out with the Moonology deck to get a general message, and then we will move into the tarot as well as the romance angels for a little love reading, okay? We're going to take that. We got a win-win outcome in the forecast. I do love that always. Prosperity lies ahead. Yeah, sounds lovely, okay? So it does look like whatever you've been working on is going to be prosperous and beneficial for everyone involved. I love these kinds of situations. It's kind of like true, like integral, okay, where you don't have to hurt anybody else's prosperity in order to gain your own. We never have to, but people do that because they're, you know, I'm not going to get mean, but people do that, okay? But it's saying that you don't have to do that and that you'll be more prosperous. In fact, I'm getting this energy of like, I can't really get it, but yeah, you'll be more prosperous. I think you already are prosperous, but I feel like you'll be more prosperous because of your unwillingness to hurt others in order to succeed. I love that, okay? Libra, very sexy. Could be dealing with a Taurus or a Cancerian here. You got the Queen of Cups in their energy, the King of Pentacles in yours, the Strength card and the Emperor in the potential outcome. Very strong connection here. Could be very passionate, by the way. I'm going to say a very sexy connection here. Could be a friend of yours that wow. And then we have the Emperor and the Empress here. Okay. The Empress is under this, but it could be a friend of yours that is your Emperor or Empress, your other half, your divine counterpart. By the way, there are all court cards and major arcanas, and it just feels so strong and sexy, Libra, whatever this is. I feel like the win-win outcome in the forecast is just you winning and winning and winning. Okay. It's so cute. But also I think that there is, because of your integrity, not needing to try to like pull people who you think are better than you down or whatever it is that people do in this world when they start just thrashing and trashing other people. You have resisted always like everybody has that. I would say everybody has that temptation to try to trash everybody around them to try to come out on top. But it's saying here that you have resisted that and you've been very strong and patient and really taking control of your own life and understood that other people's success don't determine yours, or other people's lack of success don't determine yours. And I just feel like you've pushed through it. I feel like you have true love here. Again, the Emperor and the Empress, like a purpose partner that you only get by way of passing all of these tests and really being patient, knowing that no human has actual control. So we don't have to go around trying to control other humans thinking that they have control of us, because truthfully, God is sovereign. The divine is sovereign. And again, when we're in a holding period, this happens to us. I'm not putting myself above this lesson. Okay. God has been teaching me this lesson for a very fucking long time, but humans are not to be blamed for our lack of growth. It's the divine bringing us through the Hanged Man period or whatever, the Strength card, really trying to tame our own beast. And we don't get to go around thrashing and dogging on humans for a job that God is responsible for. Okay. Is what I'm getting here. I feel like you have true deep love and prosperity ahead because you knew what I was just talking about, that you didn't try to take other humans down because you knew you were just in a holding pattern. You were on hold from the divine. And again, win-win outcome and prosperity lies ahead. Everything you ever wanted coming in because you were integral. I love it. We're moving right along here, guys, to hey, Coop. Sorry, guys. Moving right along here. Scorpio. Oh, this is it. This is the last one. You guys good? Because I'm feeling a little, what's the right word? Conspiracy theorist today. I think that's what I'm supposed to actually be, guys, is a conspiracy theorist. But nobody wants to be that. No, I'm just kidding. I do want to like gently teach people, but I get so passionate about it. Gently teach people how to honor their own thoughts, not my thoughts, but their own, because I would gather to say that everybody that does walk around with the crowd has had moments of clarity, right? Maybe they haven't. Maybe they haven't. But they've ignored. I'm getting that you'd have to ignore many moments of clarity in order to stay with a crowd full of people who are willing to destroy people's lives. Like cancel culture and stuff. I feel like we would have to have sold our soul and again ignored some sort of revelations of our own to get there. Don't let pride get in your way here, Scorpio. Could be dealing with a Leo here. Show the world the real you here. Woo. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. We're going to get into your love reading here as well, but it says strong need, what I was just talking about. Maybe I was feeling called to talk about it because it's for you. There's strong need for you to resist going after what you've been told is correct and going after what is in your heart. Your heart is calling you to, or something like that. With show the world the real you and don't let pride get in your way. You don't need to fit in, baby. You are the fit. I don't know what the fuck that means, but it's strong. At some point, people are going to realize you're not really cool when you fit into the crowd. That just makes you really weak, okay, or really conformed. But what's really cool is people that are willing to be themselves, no matter how kind of outcast. Kanye West, he keeps coming through. Okay, he's a beast. He's a gangster. He's as gangster as they come, and people can talk shit about his mental health conditions, but nobody's ever had the entire world against them and taking their family away and ripping everything out of your hands, all while just trying to be a truthful human being. It's terrifying what is happening to him. I hate that part of society and humanity. I know I'm not supposed to hate it. I know I'm supposed to be working on teaching people to get away from that kind of energy. But right now, I just hate watching it happen to a human being. Okay, make the effort, wedding, and trust. Could be a marriage here that we're dealing with. Don't let pride get in your way. That you're letting. I don't know. This might not go together with that. What I was just getting, but wedding, make the effort, and trust. Okay, could be. I feel like this is a marriage for whoever I'm dealing with for the love portion of this evening. Yeah, so this is exactly what I was literally just feeling. Is I feel like there is a need to be more forthcoming in order to build this bond of trust with this person. I feel like you think you can't trust them and they feel like they can't trust you. I feel like you need to be more communicative or more honest or forthcoming about something. I don't care how you feel. Maybe you've even done something that you wish you hadn't done. There's a strong need to build a bond of trust by even saying, if you think you did something, I'm almost getting that you think you did something that would break their trust, but you didn't tell them about it yet. And actually it would be just more trustworthy for you to be honest about something. Okay. Is what I'm getting here. I do feel like this is a marriage and I do feel like it's worth, maybe not, maybe it's not worth it. Maybe you're supposed to be communicating that to them, that this isn't worth it anymore. Make the effort. Oh, wow. Well, yeah, I do feel like you're supposed to be leaving a situation that you're refusing to communicate that to them. Okay. I'm sorry about that. And I love you. A huge cycle ending. The world card is your overarching energy, a huge ending. Okay. This literally marks your passing of this cycle in your life. Okay. Lifelong cycle is you walking away from somebody who is not treating you the way you deserve to be treated. Okay. I'm not saying they're not a good person underneath this devil, because I think we all have both available to us. And I think we all have a good side, the one that God says we are, the one that we think we are, even if we're displaying like other behaviors that make it so that we're not that person. But so I think this person has a good person underneath this devil, but I feel like they're paying attention to their devil more than you at this time, which could be sex, drugs, and rock and roll, or whatever it is. I don't feel like they're treating you the way you deserve to be treated. And I feel like you're just taking it at this time. I feel like there's a strong need for you to be forthcoming about that, either that they need to change their ways or you're leaving, and then you need to leave if they don't change their ways. Okay. That's what I'm getting right now. I love you so much. I feel like it's you passing a test, demanding your worth. And I think that is asking you to leave. Okay. I feel like you found something out, even possibly, you could have seen something online. I feel like you need to communicate to them what that is. Okay. Whatever you think you found out, there's a strong need for communication. I think that it's just time for you to leave, for whoever I'm reading for. And I'm sorry about that. A marriage that I think isn't love anyways. It doesn't feel like love. Love doesn't hurt. Okay. While we'll go through things in life that are painful, even when we are in true love connections, the love itself doesn't hurt. So if we're in a connection that doesn't feel good, meaning we don't know how to respect each other, pour into each other, things like this is not the connection for us, at least not right now. Some healing and space is needed. So I feel like you're in a really painful connection that kind of constantly feels like you don't know if they love you. You'll know when somebody loves you, you'll know. So they don't, is what I'm going to say. And it's because they don't love themselves. And it is time for you to love yourself enough to walk away. Okay. I love you so much, you guys. And I will see you guys very soon here on the whatever that is, live Q&A. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for all of your support, period. Okay. Thank you for just being fucking good human beings. Okay. I know if you sat around and listened to this shit all day, you got a good heart. And I love you guys so much. I mean, I think many people have a good heart, but we allow our own fears and things like that. That's why it's so important that we listen to our heart, and go after the things our heart is calling us to. And sure, we can do that with logic. But because we also all have a little devil calling us to it. Okay. So if we're not following our heart, who are we following? Okay. So there's that strong need to trust your own heart and follow that, and not let the crowd take you into this cesspool they call hell. Okay. I love you so much, and I'll see you guys over on the live Q&A. Mwah.